Oh boy, hi guys, it's Letty. I just have a few thoughts now. This video, I'm gonna jump around a little because it's a couple of things that's that I have on my mind. It's just I'm all over the place. Like I say, it's very difficult for me to focus on one thing. I've always been this way. So anyway, the video, I'm going to discuss the video of Beyonce's mom, Tina Knowles, and her husband, Richard Lawson. Okay. This video's been floating around the internet, and I caught a glimpse of it. I looked at it, and my thoughts are, so basically, if you haven't heard of this video, someone's interviewing Tina Knowles and Richard Lawson, Beyonce's mom and Beyonce's stepdad, and I guess they were talking about their relationship. So basically she's saying, there's hope, ladies, to meet a nice guy, because everybody knows what happened with her dad and all that type of thing. And so she's talking, she said he is not perfect by any means. Like, she just want to emphasize, she really want to zero in on the fact that he's not perfect. And I didn't have a problem with that, but it's always the tone. It's the way we word things, and it's the tone. Her tone of when she said it was very derogatory towards him. Was like, oh, he is not perfect, and I almost got what I prayed for. And I would feel real he probably felt really bad, and that was kind of hurtful to hear. And this is my thing this is my whole thing with what she said. It wasn't what she said, it was how she said it. She could have made that same statement, and it would not have been taken offensively if she had just said, well, you know what, he's not perfect, I'm not perfect. This is a green light. These people, guys, I'm telling you, these people are driving, these people just walking into the car. She's on her phone. That's another video. Crossing the street while you're talking on the phone. Not a good idea, guys. Put your phone down, okay? Now, I'm driving while I'm making this video. I'm a hypocrite. Anyway, getting back to my video, the content. So, had she said, well, you know what? My husband's not perfect, but he does this, he does that. Or start out with something positive about him. You know what? He's a wonderful man. He's not perfect. I'm not perfect, but we make it work. I mean, that could have been said so many different ways, and it would not have been so offensive to him, because it was kind of disrespectful, and it was offensive. I think I know where she was going with that. I don't think she necessarily meant that way, but it came out that way. Sometimes we word things. I don't think she necessarily meant to insult him, but it just came across that way. And I hope she did apologize to him, because he was pissed. He looked really, really pissed off. But ladies, I'm just leading to my point regard to that video. Let me just say this. Women, we got to stop blaming men for all of our problems. Nobody's responsible for all of your problems. You can't blame a whole gender of people. Just like people try to blame everything on a race. You can't do that. There has to be some responsibility taken within ourselves, guys. It can't be just, he has to be perfect, but the woman don't have to be. No. If we want to do this Me Too campaign, women gotta take responsibility as well. Now, am I saying that women should be mistreated and abused and sexually assaulted? No. Well, I'm not saying that. That's never okay. But there has to be some responsibility, because there are some women out there that mistreat their men. I've seen it. It's not right. Why is it always the burden of the relationship, the success of the relationship always fall on the man? Women are responsible too, because there's some treacherous, trifling women out there too. And I'm not turning on my gender, but I'm calling a spade a spade. Some women, if they did have a good man, they won't know how to treat him. When you pray, I'm going to say this and I'm going to end it. Ladies, when you pray for a husband, because only God gives husbands, he don't give boyfriends. Of course, there's a dating period, but he puts men in our life for our husbands. She mentioned that too. She said she prayed for him and she almost got what she wanted. Ooh, insulting. Ladies, I'm going to say this and I'm going to be done with it. When we pray for a husband, we also have to include in that prayer, because I've prayed as well and I got a good man. But I also prayed. My prayer was this: I pray for a good man, Lord. Also, I pray that I am able to be a good wife to him when he arrives. We got to humble ourselves a little bit. Stop doing this male bashing like there ain't no good black. If I hear this statement one more time, it's coming out of my ears. It's coming out of my ears. If I hear one more person say there's no good black men out there, I am going to literally scream. There are good black men. Sometimes the problem is the woman. Sometimes it's not always the man's fault. Stop doing that, ladies. Stop doing that. I'm particularly talking to black women because we do this. I did a video years and years and years ago. This was my very first YouTube video ever. This was years ago. And I was talking about relationships, why a large percentage of black women are not married. And, you know, even though them being successful, beautiful, you know, they got all the traits to be married, but they're not married, and they've never been married. They've never been, never engaged, no, not, whatever. And ladies, it's not a superficial thing. Marriage is not based on looks. It's not based on your outer appearance. It has this much percentage to do with it, because I guess the initial thing is the attraction. But a man really wants to be treated well. Have some consideration. It's nothing wrong with cooking your husband a meal, or your boyfriend. Do something nice for him sometimes. Stop. Who wants to get bashed on all the time? And that's just, I'm just tying in with the video. That's what I saw. I just saw a lot of bashing and no responsibility. She came off really nasty to her husband. And you got to make sure that the baggage from the previous relationship, you are not carrying it into the current one. You got to pray on that. Got to pray on bitterness. Is something we got to pray about. We got to do more prayer about self awareness and self responsibility and bettering ourselves than trying to bring somebody into our life that's perfect. We call perfect. Lord, make me a good wife. Lord, keep me appreciating my husband. Don't let me take him for granted. Women, we got to do more of that type of prayer, because when you mistreat somebody, a man gets tired of that. I don't care how pretty you are. It's not about looks, and it's not about education. A man wants somebody to comfort him, to make him feel like everything's going to be okay. When he has a bad day, do you comfort him? Do you say, babe, you want a water bottle, or do you want a drink? You want me to bring you some dinner? Do something like that for your boyfriend, your husband sometime. It works. It's amazing. It's amazing. I have to battle with this too. Bitterness, anger, we have a lot of issues. We got to make sure we're not taking it out on with our current mates, ladies. Particularly black women, but anybody. I'm not just talking about black women, but I see this common because I am a black woman. So I'm seeing this more in our race. I'm hearing that statement. I know you guys have heard it. I know you ladies have heard it, or have made it yourself. And I've said it too. I'm putting myself in there too. There's no good black men. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. I see them all the time. Yes, there is. They're here. They're waiting to be treated right. They're waiting to be acknowledge for the positives that they do. If she was gonna say he's not perfect, she should have came with something positive about what he does do. That she, you know what, he's not this, but he's a wonderful da 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 da, and I appreciate him, I love him, whatever. Or don't bring it up at all. Like they say, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Don't even bring that up at period. Just say, you know what, I found my husband, put my Lord put my husband in my life, and he's wonderful, and we're not perfect. If she had said we're not, that just putting we're in there, that would have changed that whole statement, and it wouldn't have come off like that. But anyway, guys, that's all I have to say about that, because I can go on and on about that subject. Okay, second thing, guys, this sounds really weird. I'm gonna say it because this is what I'm feeling. So there's the new movie. I know everybody's heard about it, Venom. It's out now, I think. And my husband asked if I wanted to see Venom. We were talking about movies to see, and I told him I don't want to see Venom. It's not that the movie doesn't look interesting. The previews look interesting. I'm going to tell you why I don't want to see Venom. Because I don't know if this was on purpose or when they was, whoever's responsible for the design of the movie, the special effects, whatever. Venom is so disgusting looking. I don't know, it's disturbing. It looks like something out of a horror movie. I don't know if it's just me. Oh my God. I'm looking at him and I can't watch it. I can't see it. I can't see it for that reason. It's no offense, because I love Marvel. I'm a Marvel head. I love Marvel movies. And maybe I could bring myself to seeing it because I want to see it in a way, but it's so disgusting. Does anybody else feel this way? If anybody else feels this way about Venom, the way he looks, I mean, he got these teeth and he's drooling and stuff. Ugh, maybe that's the point. I mean, if that's the point, baby, they got there. They got the point across. He's just disgusting. If anybody feels the same way, guys, please put it in the comments. I just hope, I don't know if I'm alone on this. I haven't even asked my husband. I'm just telling you guys. I haven't talked to my husband about this. He looks disgusting. He looks like something. This looks like a horror movie. I'm serious. Like, oh my God. Like, they should have rated this. I don't know if it's R or PG, but it should be R. Just for his look. He looks, oh, he's like Chucky or something. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I'm done with my video, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.